So a lot of people have been asking for an outline of the book report. However, instead of printing it off 1,000 times, I thought I'd just put it on YouTube. You can read it and go over each one. I'll go over each question. That way you will be able to understand it. So I think the beginning part is pretty self-explanatory. Just start off with the date and dear so-and-so. So for that case, that would be Mr. Odger. In the second paragraph, you want to make sure that you are, in the first paragraph here, first of all, do not say like paragraph 1. So when you do this, it should basically be not there, like so. So you're going to introduce the book, discuss who the author is, the number of pages, the type of book, mystery, science fiction, historical fiction, comedy, etc. Remember, fiction means it's not real. Nonfiction means it actually happened. It's a big thing that kids forget. Next, give me a rating. Give the book a rating out of 10. Explain why you're giving it this rating with a specific example from the book. So tell me I give it an 8 and tell me why. And give me specific reasons from the book. Specific. Next one is what you liked. Pretty self-explanatory, but tell me what you liked. Did you like the characters? Did you like the plot? Did you like the lovey-dovey stuff? Did you like the action? And tell me why. If there was an awesome action scene, tell me about it. Don't just say I love the action and then leave it. On paragraph 4, discuss what you didn't like and what you didn't like about the book. Please don't say, there's nothing I didn't like. There was something you didn't like. So maybe it's too long. Maybe it was too short. Maybe the characters died too early. Give examples from the story. That's the big thing. Remember to support with evidence from the story. The next thing is character. Choose a character from your story. Explain how they are alike and unlike someone that you know. Someone that you know or have known. Remember to use the example from the story. So, for instance, if I was to take the story that we read at the beginning of the year, the United We Stand, or Together We Fall, or you remember the story, but the Twin Towers, maybe the character reminds me of one of you in the class, and it reminded me, so he was really, wasn't really paying attention at the very beginning of the book, was kind of looking at the girl, and that reminds me of a person in the class. I'll give the name, how I look around, and I always see them looking at girls and things like that. You can figure out who always is looking around at girls. So anyways, this is what I want you to do. And remember to use the example from the story, because at the beginning of the story, the main character, I think his name is Brian. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's not Brian. He was always checking out the girls when he should be paying attention in class. The next one is the story. This is not the same as paragraph 5. So somebody said that it was, but it's not. It's about the story and what part of the story reminds me of something that you've seen or something in your own life. So again, I'll go back to that same book about United We Stand. We all fall down. We all fall down. The part when they are going down the stairwell and there was fire and all that kind of stuff, that reminds me of a particular movie I saw. I think it was, maybe it was, but anyways, it reminded me of a movie where the same thing happened, and I go into details about that. The next thing is the lesson. Now, the lesson is not, like the United We Stand, I wouldn't say the lesson is don't go into a building before the plane crashes. Well, that's not really a lesson. It's what the book is trying to teach you. And I think a lot of that the book was trying to teach you is that story was all about a father and a son's relationship. So you decide what the story is between the father and son. And basically is that keep relationships close to you because you never know when they might be gone, and that you and your parents might have something more in common than just And then finally say sincerely your name, and this is the big thing. Some of you'd like to type bigger. All assignments can be typed, but using the Times New Roman font and must be no bigger or smaller than 12 point. Please don't. I'll give you an example too. So I'll even turn this. So this is what a lot of people do. They give big ones or like this, and that's way too big. Way too big. 12 actually is like this, but I made it bigger so you can read it. That's 12. And actually, I'll bring this down here so you can see. So that's 12. This is Times New Roman. It is not Trunga. It is not Velverda, which doesn't even make sense. It's not even Arial. Although Arial can work sometimes. Is it not basketball, Bakersfield? It's not Bell. It's not all these. We're going to Times New Roman. And it's all the way down here when you find it. It's the same as in Google. Or, sorry, in Word. So Times New Roman. Times New Roman 12 font. And that's what I like to do. So that's your story. That's your assignment. Make sure you check it out. And then I won't have to print off anymore. Go to YouTube. Take care.